Yeah, hi everybody. Yeah, I'm just doing this live stream for the Joseph Ramsey Foundation on eradication of poverty in the UK. I live in Cornwall, and Cornwall's especially a poor area. It's a pretty poor area. It's the wages aren't exactly good down here, and of course it impacts on everybody's lives, especially the poor side of people, families. People are struggling using food banks and all that sort of thing. It impacts it a lot, and I've been through it myself. I worked on a farm most of my life, farming, and the wages weren't nowhere near great. And I used to get a wage a week, but it wasn't even enough really to cover all the bills and the rent and everything. I always had rent arrears and stuff, and yeah, I've been through it, and I actually used food banks as well, and back then, and it's not a nice feeling. It's not a nice feeling. You shouldn't have to go through it. Which is what I've been trying to say. My daughter's been through it as well. She works in the only five-star hotel in Cornwall, and she's uh, she's struggling. She's got to use food banks for two daughters. One's 6 and one's 10, and she's got to use them now. It's uh, it's so you know it's awful. And I'm not just saying in Cornwall; all over the country is the same. Um, all over the world, in fact, the bigger, wider area. But in the UK, it's the poverty is really, really got a lot. It's a tremendous amount of poverty in England. And like I said, I live in a small village, well, biggish village, and in Cornwall, and a lot of the people in my village are going through the same thing. They're all poverty, going through poverty and living from hand to mouth, living from minute to minute, really. Um, and there's people with affluent affluence and money come down to Cornwall. They buy up all the properties, and all the poorer people have got to go out, move out, and I don't know where these people go. I honestly don't. Somebody said to me the other day that some people are being put out of their homes, private rents or council, no, private rent, sorry, and given tents to live in. You know, um, we've actually got homeless people down in Cornwall where living in shipping containers. That's a first. Um, yeah, but it's better than them being on the street. But you know, but for the poorer areas, it's people are struggling on universal credit really bad. They gave them this £20 extra to help them through the pandemic. Now they're taking it away again, which I think is wrong, totally wrong. You know, I want to try and get it out there the best way I possibly can, and I'm just doing this video just to see what it's like, just for a dry run, really. But I see it every day. Um, it's horrible to watch. You know, um, yeah, it's horrible to watch. And I think the people in power um, should be doing a heck of a lot more. Um, I mean, we've been trying to get the word. I want to get the word out there as much as far wide as I can. I hope people listen to this video and listen to what I'm trying to say. Poverty is such a huge part of life in this country now that it needs sorting. It needs sorting out now, not in 250 years' time. It needs to be sorted out now. What we're giving people a different way, give it a good wage, that would sort some of it out, definitely. A good living wage. That's the main thing, isn't it? There's a living wage as well. But yeah, it's yeah. I no, I just think that a lot more could be done. I mean, local MPs, you don't even hear of them. You don't even know. I don't even know where they live. Local ones. You don't hear of them. The only thing you hear them from is like if they're filling potholes in the road. Big deal, potholes in the road. But they need to be out there doing more to help people out. Not just taking care of a few potholes in the road. It needs sorting. I hear, a tremendous lot about the poverty, and it's opened my eyes right up. And if I can, if I can say what I want to say, then that it's obviously helping other people out, isn't it? But um, you know, we need the eradication of poverty in this country. Well, all over the world, really. You know, the people in power could do it easily. They could do it. You know, and I also think the people who have that much money, they don't know what to do with it. I mean, if all those millionaires and billionaires and everybody, the big money people, I think if like 1% that they give their money over, they could cure some of the world's problems, couldn't they? Um, Instead of hoarding it. But going back to that poverty again, it's um, it it's so hard to talk about it. Um, I just want people to listen to what I'm saying, and it's hard for people living in poverty. It's so hard. Um, you know, yeah, people need to know. This message needs to get out there more. It needs to go far and wide. Um, if we can do it online, then on the Twitter feeds and whatnot, that'd be good. But um, yeah, I'll see how that goes. That's just a dry run anyway. So I just tried that. I'm just hoping to get it someone like right by the time it's want to be aired.